You volunteer for candle? Anyone else? For candle. One more candle. Okay, please sit down. 앞에 가골 뺀 돈에 이거는 Okay, before we start our chanting, today is a special day. We would like to use the opportunity to extend our blessings to our friends, when they are celebrating their birthdays. So today we have two people, our beloved two people who are celebrating their birthday. Actually, a birthday girl and a birthday boy. So I invite Jessica and also Nick. Please come forward. Okay, so this is our expression of our appreciation for your loving kindness, for your support to us and to the center. So we created this with this nice, beautiful flower, and so the candles surrounded by flowers. And so we offer candles to the Buddha to honor the wisdom of the Buddha, and we offer flowers to the Buddha to honor his blossom compassion. So by making these offerings, we are also creating a connection and also generating inclination in us also to generate same wisdom and compassion. So that's also our wish for both of you, to grow in your wisdom and grow in your compassion. So our community has been very enriched with your presence, with your fellows, with your friendship, and so we really appreciate that what you are giving and sharing with us. So today we take this opportunity to appreciate that and also to extend blessings on this very important day. So we wish that that me on this birthday may you receive the blessings of the whole triple gem. May you receive the blessings of the loving kindness of each and every one of us. And with these blessings, may you be blessed with good health. May you be blessed with progress and success in your life. May you be blessed with strength and courage to overcome all difficulties and challenges in your life. May this year be a real and year of progress for both of you. So with that wish, monks are going to chant the blessing verses. Bhavatu sabbha mangalam rakkantu sabbha devata sabbha buddhanubhavena sada sutti bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabbha mangalam rakkantu sabbha devata sabbha dhammanubhavena sada sutti bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabbha mangalam rakhantu sabbha devata sabbha sanghanubhavena sada sukhti bhavantu te. Please wish them happy birthday. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Let's do our chanting before the meditation. Please turn to page number 5. Salutation to the Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. The three refuges. Buddham saranam gacchami, Dhammam saranam gacchami, Sangham saranam gacchami, Dutiyampi buddham saranam gacchami, Dutiyampi dhammam saranam gacchami, Dutiyampi sangham saranam gacchami, Tatiyampi buddham saranam gacchami, Tatiyampi dhammam saranam gacchami, Tatiyampi sangham saranam gacchami. Next page. The 5 precepts. Panatipata vemani sikkhapadam samadhiyami, adinādana vemani samadhiyami. Suramire majje pamadakkhana vemani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. On the opposite page, let's read the affirmative vows.
Being aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of all living beings. Being aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, stealing, and oppression, I vow to respect the property of others and to practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in great need. Being aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct, I vow to respect my commitments and those of others. I am determined not to engage in relations without love and a long-term commitment. Being aware that words can create suffering, I vow to always speak truthfully and develop peaceful, kind, and meaningful speech. Being aware of the suffering that an intoxicated and agitated mind may produce, I vow to develop mindfulness and healfulness.
Next page. Homage to the Buddha.
Itipiso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho vidyacharana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati Sattva-deva manussanam buddho bhagavati.
Homage to the Dhamma.
Swakhato bhagavata dhammo sanditthiko akaliko Ehipassiko hopenaiko panchattam veditabbo vinyohiti.
Homage to the Sangha.
Supatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Udupatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Nyāyapatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Samīti patipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Yadidam chattari purisa yugani Anta purisa punggala Esa bhagavato sāvaka sangho Ahuniyo pahuniyo Dakkiniyo anjali karaniyo Anuntaram punyak kettam lokasnsati. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Next page. Offerings. Offering of light.
Ganesaram pavintena dīpena tamadam sina tiloka dīpam sambuddham pujayami tamonudam.
Offering of incense.
Gandha sambhara yuktena dhupe Vitina Pujaye Pujaniyam Tam Puja Bhajana Muttavam.
Offering of flowers.
Vannegande Gunupetam Etam Kusuma Santatim Pujayami Munindatse Siripada Saruruhi Pujemi Buddham Kusumene Mine Punyene Mitene Labami Mokkam Pumpang Milayati Yataidam Kayo Tatayati Vinasabhavam.
Offering of water.
Adivase suno bante paniyam parikappitam anukampam upadaya vatikam hatu uttama.
Offering of drinks.
Adivase suno bante Gilane panchayam imam Anukampam upadaya Patikam hatu uttama.
Worship of shrines.
Vandami cetiyam sabbam Sabbetani supatittitam Sairika dhatu mahabodhin Buddha rupam sakalam sada. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Next page. Wish of well-being.
Namaste Namaste Manu Radhanante Punyami Sandam Vipulam Alantam Tam Hadam
Reflections on the teachings of the Buddha in English.
Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one speaks or acts with an evil mind, suffering follows like the wheel that follows the foot of the ox. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one speaks or acts with a pure mind, happiness follows like one's own shadow that never leaves. generosity, kind words, benevolent action towards others, and equanimity towards all beings and all things. These forms of sympathy function in the world like a linchpin in a moving heart. One by one, little by little, moment by moment, wise people should remove their impurities as the smith removes the dross from silver. For one who mindfully develops boundless loving kindness, mental defilements are weakened, and the freedom from clinging is seen. All conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path of purification. All conditioned things are unsatisfactory. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path of purification. All things are not self. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path of purification.
Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Okay, welcome everyone for the meditation. So today we all have got this opportunity, this precious time to come together and practice this meditation. Let us rejoice this moment that we somehow found the time to fully dedicate to train our mind to be more skillful and beneficial to ourselves and so many living beings. So this effort is for the well-being of all living beings. Just rejoice that we are making an effort to increase happiness of ourselves and so many living beings. With that rejoice, make a determination that I will engage in this meditation wholeheartedly. I will make use of this opportunity and I will make use of this wholesome gathering and I will engage in a committed practice. With that determination, let us listen to this bell and then we will do our chant, Namo Buddhaya, to help ourselves to settle our mind in this present moment. Feel your body Feel where your legs are touching right now, the point of contact. Feel where your body meets the chair or cushion, and feel the pressed muscles in those areas. And feel your clothes all around your body. Just bring that awareness of the body. Acknowledge the posture of the body, how this body is sitting right here. This awareness of the body can help us to stay in this very present moment. With this awareness of the body, let us consciously relax our body. When we are fully aware of the body, we can consciously relax. Even subtle tension, tightness in the body. If you have any tightness, any discomfort in any parts of the body, we can now pay our close attention to those areas. We can feel that tightness. We can feel that discomfort closely. And then, when we breathe out, we will allow that area to open up, to relax, and release and drop. Relaxing. And we can relax our whole body. Relax all the muscles in the body. This is the best time to give our body a chance to completely relax. We can relax our facial muscles. We can relax our face by allowing our eyebrows to drop down, removing any wrinkles if we have in our forehead. Simply try to push our eyebrows a little bit down, relaxing all the muscles in the forehead. And we can relax our facial muscles by dropping our jaw inside the mouth, a gentle drop of the jaw inside the mouth, relaxing all the muscles in the face. We can relax our shoulders, paying a close attention to the shoulders. And then when you breathe out, let us see whether we can drop our shoulders a little bit more, dropping it to the sides. We can relax our chest muscles. When we breathe out, we will allow our chest to drop. A gentle drop. We can relax our belly muscles. When we breathe out, we can allow our belly to drop to the front. Allowing it to drop and fall into the front. No need to hold anything in the stomach, in the belly. Let it to drop completely to the front. Let us keep relaxing the whole body, allowing the whole body to drop, to relax, just to be. Relaxing our fingers and the palms, not holding any tightness there. Simply let our fingers and the palms just to be there, with no tightness, whatever. Just let them to be there. Keep relaxing, releasing, loosening the whole body. Let us bring our close attention to our mind. Let us simply watch what is in our mind right now. We can let our body to rest. Just let it to be as relaxed as it can. Letting our body to rest, and then we bring our whole attention to our mind and simply watch what are the specific thoughts, memories coming to our mind right now. Let us simply keep noticing without developing any thought further. We simply keep noticing whatever the thoughts and memories coming to our mind right now. Various thoughts, images, memories occur in our mind one after the other. Let us remind ourselves whatever thoughts occurring in our mind are not necessarily real. Whatever thoughts related to the past are only just memories. Those events, incidents are not happening right now. They have gone forever. Whatever our thoughts about future are simply imagination, our projections. They are not happening either. Let us simply remind ourselves these thoughts are simply thoughts, not really happening, any of them. Let us be aware of this present moment, the actual moment. And in this present moment, let us generate a wholesome thought, a wholesome mental state. Instead of these random thoughts occurring one after the other, let us generate, purposely create a wholesome mental state. Loving kindness. Loving kindness is the inner capacity we all have. This is the time that we can bring that wholesome capacity of our mind to the forefront, allowing the loving kindness to arise. Loving kindness is the willingness for everyone to be well. Loving kindness is the goodwill towards all beings. Loving kindness is the genuine wish of well-being. It is a friendliness towards everyone. Let us generate that loving kindness right now. This is the best time
to make our mind such a wholesome one in this conducive environment. Let us allow our mind to generate that loving kindness. Let us open our heart. Just like when we are holding a baby, when we see a smiling face of a little baby, a little baby. Let us open our heart, generate that kind of openness, caring attitude. Or just like when we are petting a puppy or kitten, let us generate that kind of openness, willingness for well-being, readiness to care. This is loving kindness. Let us grow this loving kindness bigger and bigger, making this loving kindness stronger and stronger by continuously making all good wishes to everyone. Let us keep enhancing, cultivating this loving kindness by making more and more wishes of loving kindness. Let us direct that loving kindness to ourselves first. Let us start with this living being sitting right here. Let us direct that whole loving kindness to ourselves. That whole loving kindness to the person sitting right here. The willingness, the wish of well-being. Feel your presence here and make a genuine wish. May this person sitting right here be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. Continue. Continue to make all good wishes you like to make to yourself, to this living being. Be well. Be safe. Be healthy. Be peaceful. Let us take this opportunity to radiate this loving kindness to our body. This body which has been helping us live our life, this precious human life. Let us direct that whole loving kindness to this body. Let us wish well-being to this whole body with deep appreciation. Let us keep wishing well-being throughout this body. May the skin of this body, the skin that protects us from all germs and infections, may this skin throughout the body be well, be healthy, be healed. May all these muscles throughout the body, all these ligaments, all these tendons, all these tissues throughout the body be well, be healthy, be healed. May these bones in this body, the large bones, tiny bones throughout the body, and all these joints in the body be well, be healthy, be healed. May all these organs in this body, which are working for us day and night, with deep appreciation, let us radiate this loving kindness to all these organs and systems, these lungs that are helping us to breathe even right now. May this whole respiratory system be well, be healthy, be healed. May this heart, cardiac muscles, the whole cardiovascular system be well, be healthy, be healed. May this digesting system that help us to digest what we eat and energize our body, the stomach, liver, pancreas, intestine, colon, the whole digesting system be well, be healthy, be healed. May these kidneys, which help us to release the toxins from the body, the kidneys and whole genitourinary system be well, be healthy, be healed. May this nervous system, the central nervous system, the peripheral nervous system, be well, be healthy, be healed. May this whole body, from the top of the head, all the way to the tips of the toes, be well, be healthy, be healed. Allowing this loving kindness to travel to each and every corner of the body. Letting this loving kindness intention to heal this whole body. Let us now expand this wish beyond ourselves to everyone else. Let us share this sense of well-being we are experiencing right now with all others, generously expanding this wish to everyone else. Let us wish for everyone in our family and our good friends. May all these beloved people share this loving kindness, share this well-being. May they all be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. Let us expand this wish beyond this beloved people to all other people. Let us wish for everyone sitting here right now. All these our good friends sitting right now here. May all these people in this room, including monks, be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. Let us keep expanding this wish as wide as we can to include as many people, as many beings as we can to our loving kindness. Let us keep expanding. May all people living in this surrounding area, whoever they are, may all of them be well, be safe, be healthy, Be peaceful. May all people beyond this surrounding area in all directions, people living in the direction that we are facing now, may all people, all beings living in the direction of our front right now, near and far, be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. May all people living in the direction of our right, all of them living near and far in this direction right now, be well. May all people, all beings living in the direction of our back, every one of them living in this direction right now, near and far, be well. May all people living in the direction of our left, all of them living in this direction right now, near and far, be well. May all people, all beings living in every direction, above, below, all across, each and every living organism, without exception, be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful, peaceful, peaceful. Rejoice, this loving kindness that embraces all beings in every direction. The unbound loving kindness pervade into every direction, embracing all living beings with loving kindness. Rejoice, this limitless love emanating from your heart, boundless loving kindness, embracing everyone. Rejoice, this wholesome state of the mind. With this rejoice, Let us now enhance the calmness that we develop through loving kindness by resting our mind on our breath. We will go to deeper levels of calmness by simply resting our mind on our breath. Closely feel the movement of the air through the nostrils. Closely feel the subtle changes happening in the body with the breath. Notice the in-breath. Know that this is breathing in. And notice the out-breath. Know that this is breathing out. Try to pay attention to the whole cycle of this breath. Let us rest our mind with the breath. Bringing it back to the breath again and again whenever it has other thoughts. For a few minutes, let us rest in silence with our breath. It is only the breath that is happening right now, nothing else. Dukkha patache Nidukkha Bhayapattache Nibbhaya Sukapattache Nisukha Hontu sabbipi Paninu. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are grieving be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Gently come out of your meditation and gently put your palms together. Let us take this opportunity to be grateful for this opportunity to have peaceful meditation in our life. Let us feel grateful to all great teachers, enlightened masters in the past who passed this wisdom from generation to generation. Let us feel grateful to whoever helped your meditation tonight, whoever helped you to come here tonight. Let us feel grateful whoever cleaned and arranged this place for us to meditate tonight. Let us also feel grateful even to these non-living things which helped our meditation, including this cushion, this chair, this bell, and everything. Deeply feel grateful to all people and all things which made this meditation possible for us today. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay. Okay, it's good to have you all, and also to good to have our birthday people. uh, so this is and this is a real good gathering, a gathering in fellowship, gathering in spiritual friendship. Such a great gathering, and I'm also so glad to be here. Just before I leave for Philadelphia for some time. So Bhante Pun requested me to end up the meditation because I will not be here for many Wednesdays, but we have planned to join sometime through online also some days. So, uh, so I think since you both of you are commemorating or celebrating your birthdays, and then it's also good for all of us to take a moment and recognize the preciousness of our human life. Because one of the contemplations that we are asked to do as a way of like creating an encouragement or creating an urgency for our spiritual practice. First is to recognize or contemplate the preciousness of the human birth human life that we are having, and at the same time also to contemplate on the shortness of that life and the uh, like how is this not going to be forever. So we call the thoughts that turn our mind towards meditation. So it's important, birthdays are good days, to reflect on how precious this human life is, and also to how transient and how short it is, and how transient it is, and then generate encouragement and urgency uh, in us to use this, precious human life um, to make a spiritual progress and to benefit as many beings as we can in this life. Because life can exist in so many ways, and then, but our life is existing this way, right? With all these human capacities, right? And so when we recognize the preciousness of this human life, and we also generate kind of gratefulness. Because right now in this, I mean, we as being a human, we have so much of capacity in terms of our physical and mental abilities, and also our ability to influence, our ability to influence the environment, our ability to influence others, right? So many other beings do not have that power, so to speak. I mean, anyone can make some influence on others, but not as much as as human beings we can do. So we have such a potential, such a power that we can influence so many other people. We can influence other, maybe influence the nature, and so and then also we have also human capacities, our sensory abilities, our memory, our mind. Our most important ability is the ability to be aware of ourselves. That's the very important ability as being human. Preciousness, one of the um, key uh, skill that makes our life, human life, precious, is this ability to be aware of ourselves, be aware of our thoughts, be aware of our own body, what you call mindfulness. That is why we are called Homo sapien or sapien or sapien. Yeah. Homo sapien. There are two terms. Actually, we are not Homo sapien. Homo sapien little few millions years ago. We are called Homo sapien. Sapien means like knowledge, intelligent. And Homo sapien were intelligent. They knew how to use rocks as instruments. They knew how to use natural things as instruments. So they were intelligent. So they were understanding the threats of the nature and they try to save themselves. They are intelligent, and so they are Homo sapien. But and so they can think, they can plan, they can think. And who are called Homo sapien is that not only beings who can think, but actual being who can know that they are thinking. So not only the species that who knows, but also the species who knows that they know. like who can be aware of their own thinking. That's a special ability. I think the newest part of the brain, the prefrontal cortex, is like that ability to be self-aware. So we are Homo sapien sapien. But most of the time we remain Homo sapien, not sapien sapien.
So when we're enlightened, are we Homo sapien sapien sapien?
What do you think, Bandi? That's an interesting question. What's going to happen to the brain, right? Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. I think what's happening when you have Homo sapiens sapien, when we can be aware of our own thinking, maybe we can use that ability to construct a very big I, very big ego. So in enlightenment we kind of and deconstruct that. So that is the preciousness of human being. We can be aware of our own thoughts. Most of other beings, they simply follow the inbuilt patterns. Whatever uh, what you call inherited patterns. But as human beings, we can be aware of our own thoughts, or be aware of our own behavior, and so we can start to change. We start to, and we can. So that's one factor of the preciousness of human life, and also the particularly kind. So there are so many human beings, 6 billion human beings in the world. But then we can also start to appreciate the kind of human life that we all are having now, in this particular era, in this particular period, right? And then so most of our the challenges that we may have through our environment is gone now. Actually, environment is no more a threat now for us, but we have become a threat to the environment, right? So and most of our basic needs are very easily met. We don't have to worry about drinking water, for example, right? But there are so many billions of human beings, have those concerns of just finding drinking water itself is a big challenge. But all these basic needs have been fulfilled for us thanks to our previous generations. They have done the hard work. They have found ways, and somehow now we can find drinking water very easily. But then, so we save our time. So then, what we use that time for? That's the question we have to ask, right? Like we have built highways, so we can very quickly, go to any place, and so we can save our time, and what this time we use for. So we have to develop that appreciation, at the same time understand that the kind of life that we have got is a privilege. It's a privilege, and we are human beings, and we are living in a very comfortable society. And so I have again these human capacities, and now what this life is for now? Am I going to simply enjoy this life and you finish it? Or am I going to use this precious, valuable life to benefit others, and also to make some spiritual growth? And when you think about all other beings and all other 6 billion human beings, I think we are a very small percentage of human beings who has the most comfortable, most privileged life. And then, so I think we should be grateful to that kind of life, and then use that life to be of benefit. Be of benefit all the time. And also benefit, but in order to really benefit others, we need to really build a spiritual strength within us. right? Otherwise, how we can truly benefit others? We may try, but so the benefiting others also involve, developing more spiritual strength within ourselves. Because the moment we start to be helpful to others, and then we also expect, other people to behave in a particular way, right? Uh, I mean, of course, we will expect appreciation, and also that we expect that they will use our help, which is not going to happen, right? So in order to be helpful continuously without being conditioned by, without being influenced by how the other people, other beings will receive our help, you need very strong spiritual strength to do that. Otherwise we'll be very quickly disappointed, we'll be judgmental, and so going to be all kind of suffering and problems. So we have to recognize the preciousness and appreciate this privileged life, and start to be helpful even in our words, in our actions, everything. But then it also involves more inner growth, that like developing that inner growth, inner strength that is not being conditioned by whatever the responses we are going to get as a result of our helping. And particularly on the birthdays, this is also a moment we can be grateful, right? And importantly, on the birthday, especially, we have to be grateful to our parents because the birthday is only meaningful. I mean, you were not born on this day; they gave you the birth on this day. No, I am not. You can't say I was born, like as if I purposely, I came in today, right? And parents, they are the one who gave the birth for us on this special day. I think, Sister Kalani,
That is why we always mention that selflessness.
yes, selflessness.
So I was born.
I was, yeah, it's a passive voice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it, right? Yeah. And I think Sister Kalani, we know that how challenging it is to give a birth. Right? Yeah. How much what kind of hard work parents has to go through simply to give birth. Actually, it's taking a risk, putting one's life in risk to give birth. Of course, we are so lucky these days. We have so many medical facilities, but giving a birth is taking a risk, risk of life. So our parents took that risk actually to give us this birth. And not to talk about all other dedication, all other sacrifices they had to make. I mean, their young life, they had to sacrifice. They had just young life, and they couldn't go for vacations as they wished to go. They couldn't go for movies. We have a crying baby needs 24-hour attention. And how many years, so they have sacrificed so much of their personal happiness just to bring us up. So, and particularly the first few years of our life is so critical to decide our personality. If you don't get the kind of care, attention, and love within the first few years, and we will be really like imbalanced people, right? So if you are like quite sensible people today, that means somehow you have got that attention. If you're not from your parents, but maybe from someone else, you have got that protection, that care. Therefore you build this trust on other people. So you have the social skills. You can relate to others. People who didn't get that cannot relate to others very easily. So there are so many things we have to be, grateful to our parents, and particularly on birthdays. Be grateful and thankful to them, and deeply. And then and also realize that the birthdays are reminding us that we are growing old, right? And we are losing the years, right? And then and then it's good to remind that because
Did you say that's the last thing to go though, Quentin?
which one?
Your ears.
No,
Yeah.
he meant years.
Oh, years.
Losing. Yeah, losing years with Y. Losing years to live, as human beings. So then, and then also, because when our, that's good thing that you will remind me the years, because when our faculties are still, vibrant, when our brain is still functioning, and this is the best time to, make it as best as we can. Because because now because once you create such a pattern and set, and yeah, when you're quite old, and you have to just live with that pattern. It's not easy to change when you are too old.
I think the
Yeah.
Homo sapiens
But
only should do the meditation. I think.
yes,
Because actually we are the luckiest that we can use our awareness to cultivate ourselves, spirituality. I think uh, you, we all are having such an initiation, sitting and practicing this kind of. It's extraordinary. Uh, How many people we have in a, in a. I'm not
in a
just
society, yeah.
degrading, but I mean, how many people do we have in a big celebration here? But for the meditation, no, they are busy. They don't have time to sit like this.
They don't have time to do
But-
Homo sapien sapien.
I think you are. I mean, we are not just appreciating because of we are doing meditation, but this is the core uh, uh, practice in our spiritual life, in our life. I don't know. You no need to the word used the spiritual, but as a being, human being, I think we have to practice this, setting ourselves and resetting ourselves. And you are so lucky, and we have done a very good job in our life, sitting and practicing this kind of meditation. I think we, as Bante mentioned, that should be the meaning of the Homo sapiens sapiens. If you add sapiens sapiens sapiens, that means you are really really practicing meditation, not because the invention, the scientific invention, what they have all those inventions done for us today. Do we really happy about all those things? Think about it. Only just uh, one day I used the garbage, trash. Then somebody came and said me, no, we don't have trash. We have goods and very important things. Yes, a lot of cars, houses, and of course. But think about, are they really make you happy? Really? Are you having any your own kind of breathing system really invented? No, still we live with the nature. We borrow some oxygen from the trees. Still, we don't create oxygen within this body. We are borrowing them. We are living with them. We are natural. So I think we have to understand that and have to come into the middle path I think that might be the Homo sapiens, 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 whatever number of words you can add to that, but the middle path.
So on the birthdays, you can rejoice, that you can remind yourself that I have got a precious human life. And on the top of that, I got real privilege, fortunate, life. And then also since I got this, so I had to be grateful to whatever sources that gave me that gift, and then and make use of this life for the benefit of so many beings while making a spiritual growth within us. Right? So, and also you can be happy that we have started that journey. We have started that journey. That's so important. Okay, so we wish both of you and everyone else all the blessings for your spiritual growth and success. Okay. So with that, let us move to the other part of the program. Sharing the merits. By today coming here and doing this practice together, we have generated so much goodness in our heart, good merits in our heart, good karma in our heart. Let us now generously share these good merits with all others. First of all, we will think about, remember our beloved family members who have passed away. We are all our family members, our ancestors, our grandparents and parents, whoever. May they share these good merits. May they benefit from these merits. May they be well and happy wherever they may be. Idam me jnatinam hotu sukhita hontu jnatayo. Idam me jnatinam hotu sukhita hontu jnatayo. Idam me jnatinam hotu sukhita hontu jnatayo. Let us also share these merits with all other living beings. If there's any being who would like to share this merit, may he or she do so. May all living beings share these merits. May all living beings be well, happy, and peaceful. Intavatājam hi sambatam punya sampadam sabbe devanumodantu samba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhutanumodantu Sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Wish for the well-being of the world in English. May the weather be pleasing. May the people prosper in their lives. May there be peace and happiness in the world. May the rulers be righteous. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are in grief be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Aspiration. May this wholesome act quicken the liberation of my mind from mental defilements. By virtue of this wholesome act, may I never follow the unwise people. May I associate with good people until I attain Nibbana. Purification. If by body, speech, or mind I have carelessly done wrong, I acknowledge and bow in front of the Tathagata of great wisdom and determine to be heedful.
You can.
Which way do you want me to go, Bante?
Okay, so we will do our blessing chant today. Especially today, we want to extend these blessings to Jessica and Nick, wishing both of them to have these blessings of the great compassion of the Buddha and the blessings of this wholesome chanting. And may these blessings surround you both and giving you protection, good health, peace. And with these blessings, may you gain strength and courage to overcome difficulties in your life. And may you be blessed with wisdom and mindfulness and compassion to deal with any difficult issues in your life. May both of you receive these blessings. May both of you receive the good health, peace, and happiness. May all others also receive these blessings. Whoever holding this thread, receive these blessings of this wholesome vibration that we are generating now, and also the blessings of the loving kindness that we are radiating now. And you can also share these blessings with anyone in your family, your friends, and share these blessings with them too. And may all of you receive these blessings. May all of you be well, happy, and peaceful.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Karaniya kusalena yantam santam padang apisamicce sakko ujuca sujuca suaco cassa mutu anatimani santos sakoca subharoca appagincoca sallahoka Sandrindriyoca nipakoca ampagambo kulesu ananugindo nachakundang samacare kincina vinyo pare upavadeyum sukino vakemino hontu sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitantai kecipana bhutanti tasavatavarava anavasesika mahantava majjimarassakanukatula dittava eva Dentaye chature vasanti avidure bhutava sambhave siva sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitantana paro parannikum geta nati manyeta kanta chinang kanche vyarosana patiga sanyānānya maññamsa dukkhamitcaya mātāyata niyam puttang āyusāyeka punta manurakke evam pisamba bhutesu mānasam bhāvaye aparimanam mettam ca sabbhalokasmin mānasam bhāvaye aparimanam buddham අදෝචතිරියංච අසංවාදං අවේරං අසපත්තං තිත්තං චරං නිසින්නෝ වාසයානෝ වායාවතස්ස විගත මින්දෝ ඒතං සතින් අදිත්තේය බ්‍රහ්මමේතං විහාරං ඉදමාහෝ දිට්ඨිංච අනුපගම්ම සීලවා දස්සනේන සම්පන්නෝ කාමේසු විනීයගේ දන්නයි ජාතු ගම්බසෙයං පුනරේති ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන සොත්තිතේ හෝතු සම්පදා ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන සම්බ රෝගෝ විනස්සතු ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන හෝතු තේ ජය මංගලං සම්බීතියෝ විවජ්ජන්තු සම්බ රෝගෝ විනස්සතු මාතේ භවන්ත්වන්තරායෝ සුඛී දීඝායුකෝ භව භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සම්බ දේවතා සම්බ බුද්ධානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සම්බ දේවතා සම්බ ධම්මානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සම්බ දේවතා සම්බ සංඝානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ.
Let us spend a moment of reflection. Let us try to recall an event, incident happened during the last few days that we did a kind deed. We were helpful to someone. We were kind to someone. And even a simple act of kindness, giving something to someone, sharing our knowledge with someone, giving a gift to someone. Just remind yourself such a moment of goodness, kindness. Let us rejoice. This goodness, these moments of kindness, that these good deeds, kind deeds show that we can overcome our defilements. We can grow our goodness. So repeat after me. On this day, or in the past, if I have done kind deeds to other beings, with my body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds, and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in those kind deeds, appreciating the opportunity to be helpful to others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, wishing more opportunities to practice compassion. I rejoice in those kind deeds, resolving not to compare myself with others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, glad to share this joy with all beings everywhere. May my kind deeds relieve the burdens of other beings. May my kind deeds shield me from all dangers and pain. May my kind deeds the merits that come from them help me in free my heart. Let us now recall to our mind whatever kindness we receive from others, whatever help you receive from others, kind words you receive from others, any moment of kindness that you experience from others. Try to recall an actual incident. Let us rejoice the kind deeds of others. On this day,
On this day,
or in the
or in
past,
the past,
if I have seen or heard
if I have seen or heard
of the kind deeds done by others,
of the kind deeds done by others,
with their body, speech, or mind,
with their body, speech, or mind,
whether great or little,
whether great or little,
here before the Buddha,
here before the Buddha,
I call to mind
I call to mind
those kind deeds,
those kind deeds,
and let my heart rejoice.
and let my heart rejoice.
I rejoice in the goodness of others,
I rejoice in the goodness of others,
being always ready to praise kind people
being always ready to praise kind
and
people
follow their example.
and follow their example.
I rejoice in the goodness of others,
I rejoice in the goodness of others,
appreciating that there are many good-hearted people in the world.
appreciating that there are many good-hearted people in the world.
I rejoice in the goodness of others,
I rejoice in the goodness of others,
expressing gratitude for any kindness done.
expressing gratitude for any kindness done.
May the kind deeds of others
May the kind deeds of others
bring safety and happiness to many living beings.
bring safety and happiness to many living beings.
May the kind deeds of others
May the kind deeds of others
foster gratitude and fellowship among many living beings.
foster gratitude and fellowship among many beings.
May the kind deeds of others
May the kind deeds of others
nurture goodness in me
nurture goodness in me
and many living beings.
and many living beings.
Sadhu,
sadhu,
sadhu.
Bhante,
Yes.
before we uh, wind up this session
Okay.
today again, I have lived with many monks in my life. But from the college in Sri Lanka up to here today, I was behind him. He's such a wonderful monk. He always balanced his life with the wisdom and devotion, the saddha and panya. The, he has a devotional character. Also, he always maintained his interest in studying and encouraging others. So he's not a mom. He's not a brother monk. He's my brother. That's why he's my brother. That's why actually I treat his mom and dad also the same as my mom and dad.
Yes, it really is.
So I'm so glad today. It's a very important day. He's going to teach, and he's going to be a professor in a very prestigious, very popular, very reputed university. So you are so lucky. We will say sadhu 3 times to make successful his entire journey. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you, Bante. Thank you very much. Yeah, you really did take care of my both father and also mother. Sometimes my mother tells things to him that even things that she will not tell him.
No, actually, I don't want to talk about what I did, but I want to talk about what you did. You are such an awesome brother in my life.
Thank you, Bante. That's a great honor to me.
Of course, true.
Yeah.
I'm really happy about your son.
Yeah. This is
We're
yeah.
excited for you, Bhante,
Yeah.
and your fellowship. This is this is very large for anybody.
Yeah. So this also like gives me opportunity to like write a book, and hopefully that's my gift to all of you. So hopefully I will use my time very, cautiously, and then finish that project within 2 period of time. But I'll be here over the weekends. Yeah.
What are you gonna write your book on?
Actually, it's about Buddhism in Sri Lanka. I mean, how after colonial period, how Buddhism was modernized, and that's my dissertation. But
but I had to find a way to tell that that many people will be interested in. I mean, now only my professor is interested in what I found out. So nobody cares. So I had to now present it in a way that many other people were, oh, yeah, I would like to know that. So that's the challenge, to revise it into a book that for the public.
When do you leave?
Tonight.
Tonight.
Yes. I was supposed to leave this afternoon, but tonight and BKC is going to bring me to State College, and then tomorrow morning we will go to Philadelphia. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, please, the birthday boy and girl, please, you come first. Bante, this is a birthday string.
Birthday string.
Yeah, this is, you only get this on your birthday.
I had to cut all mine off.
Right here.
Yeah.